So actually, our CEO and he's actually co-founder and founder and co-founder. We started in 2018, so it's almost how many? 7 years? Wow. We started from B2C applications because we developed our proprietary model for video search, and video search is actually one of the features in our current offering. So we created mobile applications on Android and iOS where content creators can just upload their video and the system will suggest them relevant music that match to their video. That was super useful for them in regards to find the proper track instantly, almost instantly. And we actually gain like 50,000 users there from both applications. But then we decided, okay, how we can like move forward, how we can improve our enhance our offerings, and then we started to thinking like entering music industry, and our CEO Nazar, he's in Toronto, so hopefully he will join us maybe next time because it's early morning there, and he has musical background, and his another passion is in AI. He's currently doing AI research in the University of Toronto. He's doing his PhD. So this is a super like fascinating intersection between music and AI and how we can improve that. So yeah, we started to
explore. And it very much is. This is important for our ethos, and we have a very strong stance on this. That we are, of course, supportive of assistive AI, but when it comes to generative AI, as in making music and putting musicians out of work, we are dead against.
That's absolutely aligned with our approach. We don't generate music, and that's not our main goal to gain music, to start generating music. That's not for us. We from the initial stage, we try to promote, to actually give content creators and music seekers access to the great music, and not to by generating new music, but using that great high quality music that could be useful for them in their projects. And that's our main approach. We trained our models on our partners catalogs who allowed us to do that. We use open source data for that, so there is absolutely not. We also went through technical due diligence by Universal Music, and they have Abbey Road's Red, their incubator, and we have a comprehensive due diligence regarding that. So that's our main goal, to give access, to help people find this amazing music, to find these hidden gems in your catalogs, and that's why we're here. Yeah, that's actually it.
So I mean, the crux of it is, we are interested. I'm not going to shy away from the fact that we already use Cyanite, but the integration of Cyanite into our Flex Harvest platform is extortionately prohibitive in doing so, and that's the reason why actually it's quite manual in the background. That we have a good relationship with Cyanite, so I'm not going to pretend that we don't, and we're looking to change aspects of it. But I'm very, very interested in what you could offer and how it could be integrated into our website at a relatively low cost, because I'm sure too well that the industry is highly competitive, and we have to, we're constantly thinking of new ideas and new things to compete with the majors. And can't remember now if I asked you this question, whether or not there is an ethical bias or a part to your coding or whatever you call the back end that actually ensures that there's equal searching for white males as well as musicians with disabilities or black musicians or LGBTQ musicians, which is the reason why I asked that is because inclusivity and that ethos, diversity is very much central to our business, as well as being central to our clients, and for us to be taking a stance on something that is very important, but no one else seems to be really doing much of. So sorry, I've gone off on a bit of a tangent there, but I think it's important that that is primarily what our difference is in approach to this industry.
I've like, first of all, this is a great match because so first of all, if we think about technological part of this cooperation, of this partnership, there is no like rate for importantness of music or of track or popularity. We can't filter that for users. So for us, it doesn't matter by whom that track was right, that particular track was right, because our technology is solely based on audio signal, and if that audio signal matches to your music brief or to your reference track, that will be on the highest level of the recommendations. And for that, that's why this is a great match. From like a human perspective, and why it is close to us, because as you can imagine how many people with disabilities we have in Ukraine, and this direction is super important for us as well, and not only for me like a businessman and for you like a businessman, but in the whole entire level of mentality, because this is if a track is amazing, excellent, and it's super matched to your brief, to what you're looking for, and to your project, why don't we should provide that? Why shouldn't we provide that track for your project? That's exactly how we can support it from the technological space. So that's an amazing approach, and we fully support that as well.
Great. Good to hear. Can you? I'm sure you've probably got this lined up, but can you show me then what it does? And I mean, it's always the exciting bit, isn't it? Seeing what your actual product is and the benefits of it as opposed to others in the market.
Yeah, sure. I can show you the demo, and I can show you the demo on our web platform, and I can show you the demo of our clients. But still, you will be the first client who connect on the Flex. But that's not a problem. As I mentioned before, we are ready to cover half of that integration. It's so that's our intent. Yeah. So.
And have you already spoken to Harvest and Flex about that, and that's all?
Yes, that's why we have to interact like several times, because they're in Australia, and this is
right.
Yeah.
I understand, because we were also the first business to go onto their Flex platform. Mm-hmm. So we were the kind of test case for that, and well. I know the speed of which speaking to people in Australia works.
Yeah. So I couldn't say even better than you. So yeah, let's move on. Here is our web platform. You can interrupt me in any stage you would like.
Yep.
So please feel free to do that. We have several fields here, like prompt search, similarity search, video search, and lyric story search. And we separated them only to make more transparent and to make it more clear for you to understand how each feature works. So in prompt search, you can describe. So first of all, what the problem you're solving with, why we decided to release prompt search, because initially we found out that almost 40% of user searches failed due to limited search by keywords and text. So,
and the majority of people that are searching are not musicians. So what I will put into our own search engine will be very different to what maybe a producer or editor or even music supervisors, a lot of music supervisors aren't musicians.
Absolutely.
Into it. And we'll get very different results as a result in that case. But this eradicates any need for knowledge of music, and it takes it back to it makes it more approachable, doesn't it? Accessible.
Absolutely, yeah. And actually, this is a financial benefit for you, yeah. Because if some 40% of your users don't find that proper track in your catalog, that's awful, yeah. You will lose your revenue. So so you can describe scenes, emotions, feelings. You can literally put the whole music brief here, and you can reference to some artists, famous artists. For example, sounds like Taylor Swift or sounds like Eminem. You can reference to films like Interstellar or Batman. Just one word, but the system will understand what you're thinking about and what is your type of search right now. So for that,
music essentially is the universal language, and most of the time people search in English. Is that correct? I couldn't put something in Ukrainian into this.
That will be my pleasant if you put something there in Ukrainian. Because of two reasons. The first one, because I am a Ukrainian and it will be super funny and interesting. The second one is that we currently support around 30 languages, maybe 35 languages, the common languages. So you can put music brief in Korean, Japanese, Spanish, English, French, Italian, German, the whole Europe, even different languages from India, because we're currently working with some India clients, and they have their specific languages in different areas of India, and yeah, that you can do that as well. That's it.
That's impressive.
Thank you. So so as I mentioned before, it can be very descriptive. Like here, for example, lush and uplifting instrumental featuring guitar. So it's super descriptive music brief. But we use this test brief, unicorn prancing through a magical forest. So there is no keywords or tags here. This is just a scene description. And for that, you will receive these tracks. What do you think?
Yes, I think the music is, it'd be unprofessional for me to say anything about the music. Interesting that I can see Carl Jenkins, Wonky Mirrors. He's a very famous composer, English Welsh composer.
Yeah, so although we work with some of composers and pretty close, to be honest. So why we have this only 30 seconds of each track? Because these tracks are currently soaring from different DSPs, and that's why this is only a preview of each track. So this is accessible by via API developer and toolkit by different DSPs. So that's not a like that we are allowed to do that.
So I'm fascinated at this stage. I mean, you've seen our website, and you've seen the search function is based on keywords, based on the metadata behind it.
Yeah.
How this platform and user interface fits into what is already pre-existingly made.
May I clarify? Did you see any other libraries on Flex as well?
So say that again. Are there any other libraries on Flex?
Yeah. Did you see them? Did you see how it look on their website?
No, because I don't think you've done. You haven't. We'd be the first Flex platform to use you, wouldn't we?
Yeah, but the point here is that from Harvest perspective, it doesn't matter what with whom from AI vendors, AI providers you work with. Their intent is to make it the same in visual terms on each website. So although we have even more features available on Harvest, it will look like the same on other catalogs.
So what you're asking me is, are there any other libraries that use so I'm looking at my other screen, that use the Flex platform that have AI search integration?
Yeah. My question here: did you see those websites? Because I know that they are existing, and I know each catalog and with what AI provider they work with. So it was my question: did you see that?
No. If I'm honest.
So answering your question, how it will look like when we integrate it into your Flex platform, it will look like almost the same, like exactly the same. I would like to say exactly, but maybe with Harvest it can be something different. So it will be almost the same.
Okay, so it's easy enough for me to find one of the other businesses they worked with to see how it's integrated. Fine, I can do that. I've got one other question as well before you move on. Why have I not heard of you before?
Pardon?
Why have I not heard of you before?
Maybe we don't invest too much in marketing.
I mean, I've heard Ames, of course, Cyanide.
Yeah,
and we've decided not to go Ames because we had, relations with Cyanide. But then, you popped up from Patrick recommending you at AMG, and I'm thinking, well, why have I not heard of this before?
My answer here is that we don't invest too much money on marketing, and that's why one of the reasons our packages is much optimized. I would say. However, we were on PMC in LA 2 years straight. So we were in 2023, then we were in 2024, and hopefully we will be there this year. We talk with majors. We are in contact with majors, and we in contact with large libraries like APM.
And are there any others that have used? Who are would you say your major players are that use you? Top secret.
So we are gonna to present our clients, famous clients, in several. One of them will be available in a month, but several of them huge companies that you definitely know, and they're in London, in Great Britain, maybe in several weeks, because they have their own websites, and sometimes they have some of, let's say, customized approach to integrate our search feature there. But answering your question, let me see what we have here. We're working with Pybox. So this is a platform to create music together and used by many majors like Universal, Sony, and Warner. and more of them. Also, we work with Keyframe Audio. That's not a production music catalog. However, they are part of CSAC currently. Yeah, so that's a great.
I know some of these on here. We work with 3 or 4 of them, so
yeah.
Fine.
So that's actually it. But as I mentioned before, I can't I can't mention the name of the
Fine, that's enough.
Okay.
Carry on. Sorry to interrupt.
No, please feel free to ask any questions you have. That's it. So back to prompt search. You can describe. I've already mentioned that. And moving on, we have similarity search. I guess you're pretty familiar from YouTube, Spotify, or upload just a drag and drop your audio file from your laptop, and then you will be able to choose a segment from that track. Or we also have additional parameters like prioritize BPM or ignore vocals. Or you can press highlight to choose a specific segment from your reference track, and it will be highlighted in the suggested tracks. The most suitable parts of the suggested track will be highlighted. So this is our reference audio. I guess you're familiar with this handsome man, Frank Sinatra here, some Christmas vibes. And here are the suggestions.
I'll find another, and it won't happen to you.
And what's that basing it on? It's basing it on the lyrics, the sound, the singer, the what?
For the lyrics, we have different feature called lyrics search as well. Similarity search is based solely on audio signal.
Right.
So that's why you can and audio signal, and since vocals are a part of audio, I'd say like that, you can also ignore vocals, and that will be narrow down your search even more. So you can ignore the vocal part of the reference track and try to find the track that is solely based on audio, background audio, I'd say. Do you have any questions?
No, keep going.
What do you think on the result? Did you like them?
Yeah, nothing beats the first one, but yes, I can see the similarities.
Yeah, awesome. So at this stage, these two features is currently available on Harvest Media right now. So we have prompt search and we have similarity search with highlighting all these additional features, prioritize BPM, ignore vocals. And then we have a bunch of other features that are currently in roadmap with integration of Harvest Media. So, sorry.
And to get an idea of those, what are they?
I will show you right now. So, sorry, I'm just stop sharing my screen. So we have several additional features. First one, video search, then lyric story search, then combined search. Then we have tagging as well, AI tagging. We just released our updated taxonomy. And then we have several, not search features, but additional services that we can provide as well. So first of all, we have in-depth report of all of your searches, all of your user searches that you can analyze and see what types of searches did they use, what they're looking for. Then we see that libraries use that report to maybe increase their catalog, but in proper way. Because if like a lot of their clients looking for I don't know, Japanese music, for example, they will be able to recognize that from the report and then Japanese music into their catalog. So that's the approach. And I would like to present them to you. So first of all, we have video search. That's actually the feature that we started from like years ago. So instead of analyzing audio from the video, like in similarity search, when you upload link, here we will analyze objects we will analyze weather, so a lot of parameters from the picture, from the video directly. So for example, we have this video. As you can see, there is no background audio in it.
So it's analysing that video and suggesting music that would be suitable for that.
Yes, exactly. And important thing that like a lot of our clients request, as we don't store video on our servers because it is important for like security purposes, because sometimes probably clients can upload unreleased versions of some advertisements, and we don't have access to that. So for that, we will receive these tracks.
So all kind of Cornish kind of folk. I love the name of the composer on the last one, Moron. Moron means an idiot. Any moron.
Yeah. So that's actually it regarding the video search. But then we have our unique feature as well. We called it combined search. So you can combine different types of searches to narrow down and maybe add more context to your video, because sometimes the picture or the video doesn't represent the overall idea of your project. So for example, we have this video, it's calm mood and maybe like drone footage, so we have sea or ocean, what is it? But actually the overall idea of this of your project, of your video, is about a girl who lost in the desert island, and it's actually a thriller scene. So we will combine different types of searches, video search plus prompt search, and try to find something. We will try to find tracks that support both types of searches. So here are the tracks. What do you think on these results?
Yeah, I mean, you've put in quite an extreme two, things there of a cliff scene and a desert thriller scene. So I'm surprised it's come up with anything.
Yeah. So this is what about combined search, and of course you can combine similarity search with prompt search to maybe add more context to your maybe what aspects you would like to emphasize your search. So for example, you when we upload Frank Sinatra and you would like to search for something similar like Frank Sinatra but with female vocals, it could be also possible, and we will try almost the same genre, the same instrument, but with female vocals. And moving forward, the last but not least, actually, we have lyric story search. We had this feature we released this feature in 2023, so it's 2 years ago, and the idea came to us by interviewing several music supervisors, and they said that sometimes so usually you have to specify a specific keyword from lyrics to find something similar, to find the track with this context of the song, but you have to describe the story, not only just one keyword but the whole story. That's why we released this lyric story search, and this feature allows you to describe the context, the mood, the theme of the track that you're looking for. So the brief will look like this. We are looking for a track about two people can love each other for life despite facing challenges in the past. And you also can combine it with prompt search as well. So for example, you're looking for a track about two people can love each other for life despite facing challenges in the past with drums and with like, I don't know, piano and large percussion, for example. So for that, we'll receive this track, for example, How Can You Love Me by Ambrosia, and we will generate these lyrics descriptions. And since we don't have the right to show the lyrics on our web, we have these descriptions of the lyrics. And it says that this track is a reflection on a relationship that has faced challenges and difficulties, but despite this, one person is amazed and grateful that their partner still love them.
So this platform that you're showing me now, where is this coming from? Because of course, if it's embedded in our website, it will be just for our catalogue. What is this platform? Is this a combination of everyone that you've got on your platform at the moment?
You mean regarding the web platform? This is our web platform. We developed them.
This web platform, yes, is different, isn't it, from the integration that you would put in our Flex platform?
Absolutely. So it won't look like this. Absolutely.
No, what I meant is this is obviously searching a huge database of music.
Mm-hmm.
I was just wondering where that music was coming from.
That's not actually a huge catalog. It's almost like 2 million tracks. Not actually the large. Not actually.
It's quite big, but
okay.
But what is it? Where is this?
Different these digital streaming platforms, like. So these tracks are from there.
Okay. Oh, right. Fine. So what I'm trying to get at, you're not trying to be a service yourselves as a music supervision kind of platform, that a music supervisor come to you and you've got millions of tracks that they then search. Because I was just thinking, well, why would they come to us then? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I understood that.
It's essentially a harvest platform, but open to all. But it's actually all you're doing is just pulling it from a DSP at the moment.
Yeah, but there is no. I got you. Yeah, so there is no option to buy or download or license this track. They can stream it as well, so it's only for our demo purposes.
Fine, that was what I was getting at, because if this was to go live in this state, is also quite valuable for you, but also could be detrimental to your customers, because everyone's then going to be searchable on the same system.
We haven't thought about yet, but from the top of my mind, I don't think it is interesting for us. By several reasons. The first we are a technical company and we are not. We have specialization in music industry and in music. We are working with music businesses, but selling and licensing music, it's something more like managerial question, I guess, managerial task. Moreover, we could support you even more to provide you with requests from clients if you would be interested. But that's whole another story. That's not our focus right now, and as I mentioned before, we haven't thought about yet.
What would be a very two things. I think the system is very impressive. Actually, three things. That was the first thing. The second thing is, you've got various search criteria there. One very useful criteria, and maybe it already is there, but you've kind of separated it up, is actually put your brief in here. Insert your music brief. Here is the brief from a music supervisor or an editor or whatever. Insert brief here, and it may be just a different wording of a box that is already there, but that is quite a powerful thing to have available. And thirdly, again, I don't know if you've done your research on MediaTracks, but we are quite an old company, and my father and I bought MediaTracks about 3 years ago, and have tried to be open-minded and embracing of new ideas, of new ways of doing things, of not being stuck with doing things the old-fashioned way of what libraries used to do. Hence why we were first on the Flex platform and helped develop that with Harvest. And how these other aspects that you've just shown me, I'd want to know how close they are in development, how high they are up in the roadmap of Harvest, because I know that our search platform on our website is out of date. It was out of date before it was even launched, but we had to funding, return of investment, etc., etc. It has to come in, as you know this. You can't do everything at once. What I don't want to do is, for example, use you, but then wait a year, 2 years for the next elements to be integrated into Harvest, because as soon as we go live with your service on our website, it's already out of date because others are doing other things already, which is a frustration of mine, not at you or anyone in particular, but just how it works. I don't want to be behind when we in ourselves launch something new. Does that make sense? I want to. We're going to do something. We're going to do it and be just as advanced as some of the major players in the industry. Just because we're small doesn't mean that we are, behind.
Once again, the level of our alignment in the vision is super. I would say even strange, because we have this spirit of innovation here as well. We are currently developing super innovative ways to search music. No one has, no one majors other AI vendors. Like I'd say the biggest AI companies who are in music industry working, they don't have like this functionality right now, and we are going to release it with one of the huge and famous clients. And you mentioned that you are also support this innovative approach, and this is a connection, I guess, here. Regarding Harvest, so first of all, we already have several steps that are currently in development roadmap. So first of all, they fully connect our API, and we have their clients on Pro 3 who are already connected prompt search and similarity search. We have them 7 or maybe 10, and several of them are also coming there.
And sorry to interrupt you, just 1 second, man. You might say this anyway, but you can see, although that is promising step, that for us, and this was when Harvest handed over our new website, our new platform, one of the comments that I gave them was, great, it looks fab, but it's already out of date, which of course didn't go down very well, but it was the truth, because at the time of launch, there were so many new things that had, you know what technology is like, there were so many new things that had happened that were already on the market that other competitors were using, that we were already, even though it was new to us, it was already behind. And my fear with Harvest, if I'm honest, is that you've got all these fantastic things that you've just shown me. By the time it gets around to them launching them and incorporating them into Pro 3 and Flex, they'll be out of date. They'll others will have done it, and it will be too late. It feels as if they're kind of 6-8 months, a year behind where it needs to be. You know, if and this, sorry, I've said what I need to say. That's my frustration.
That's, to be honest, that's only not only yours frustration. We have several feedback. Is to be fully transparent with you. We have several feedbacks as well.
And their response to that is because we wanted to incorporate cyanide into our platform, but they said, well, you can do it, but you'll have to pay for all the development costs, which was going to be £30,000. I don't think so somehow. And then they said, well, we'll see if we can get anyone else involved, interested in it. And nothing has come of that, which is a great shame because, like you, they're a really personable business and innovative as well, but it's just too expensive for us to develop. And I know that what Harvest will say, they'll say, well, if you want what you're offering now, then you have to pay for it.
So, first of all, the integration fee or like introduction fee, some of them called this fee in different types. So we're ready to support you in this, because this is our presence as well, and with a partner like you. This is our intent to make it as fast as possible. But then, of course, we depend sometimes from our partners. From Harvest. From our perspective, the integration of these features that are available on their platform into your website, if we've done that, maybe 2 weeks maximum, that will be also everything available. But here we are dependent on them, and we were in Australia, we were in Sydney, we met Roland and Angus, and we have a discussion of our upcoming partnerships at that time. But you should understand, we depend on them here, and the biggest thing that we can support you here is to cover portion of your integration fee. That's it. I can play on the Harvest Media market. I can say we have a white label solution as well. We can upload your catalog on our web platform, and we can maybe do additional feature there for you. But that's playing on their field, and that's not our intent. Just to understand, we're working with clients who already uploaded 10 millions of tracks at our system. This is a large DSPs, and our intent to make this search technology as available as possible on the market for you, to help you and your clients find the proper tracks for their projects. And we sincerely open to any additional features that we can develop for you, and we know them. We know this problem of bringing metadata into Harvest, your metadata, bringing metadata into Harvest, and we're working on that, but that's on our roadmap as well. We've already actually partnering with some music professionals from UK as well to cover that problem. So that's it. The decision you should make. You as I understood, maybe correct me if I'm wrong, you won't change Harvest in the closest time. Am I correct?
We won't change Harvest, no.
Yeah. So our task here to support you by covering the integration fee, and from our side we can push them almost every day to, guys, let's do this happen. Come on, let's do this happen. This is our client. As for now, for Pro 3 clients, we have maybe in a week. So we discussed with client, signed the agreement, and in a week our AI search already available on Pro 3. What I see now, other catalogs on Flex, they also integrated some AI search features. So since our API even more straightforward for them to integrate, that will be, I hope for that, sincerely hope that it will be fast. But how much we should wait? We should ask them directly. So the next steps could be possible if you confirm that you are interested. We can sign not even sign the agreement. I would say them that hey, we talked with William and they are interested in us. Tell us exact time when that could be possible, and then I will get back to you. Maybe we can set up a three side branch in Gmail and discuss that directly. So that if their timelines will be approved by you, we can sign an agreement and go.
And is when setting this all up, is the I know you put a number per track. I can't remember what it was now, 0.00 something, $5 or whatever it was.
Yeah. No. This is not $5. This is only 0.005.
No, I said that $0.005.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, $5. You can get stuff. That applies to new uploads of tracks.
Mm-hmm.
Is the initial integration covered? It's not. There's no fee to uploading or processing the current catalog.
I got you. Yeah. So let's divide it on different fees. So first of all, our fee that you will pay directly to Harmix. We have fee number 1, monthly subscription, and fee number 2, new tracks, if they happen to be in your catalog. If no, only one feature, monthly subscription, that's it. Other side is Harvest. They will ask you to pay integration fee. We will cover 50% of that. Then they will have export delivery fee. I guess they're charging that for all vendors as well, from your current vendor as well. I guess that's it. I'm not familiar with any other fees that you have to pay for them. I can't actually. I'm not super pleasant to talking about their fees because that's not our business. Our business is monthly subscriptions and new tracks if they are. That's it.
Okay. Look, thank you for your time, by the way. It's been really useful seeing the product in operation. I think what would be useful now is for you to essentially to write down that proposal and to highlight the kind of workflow, how it would pan out. We agree to go ahead, which will mean this from Harvest, this from you, launch on website, the timescale that's involved, the kind of workflow that's involved in that, and the cost. The upfront integration cost, which you kindly said you cover half of, and then the ongoing cost per month, payable to whom, and the cost per track. I know you've done a lot of that already in a previous email, so just copy and paste. But I think that I can't stand any grey. Do you know what I mean by that? I like to see things black and white, and very. And then there's there's no opportunity for either of us to misunderstand what we've agreed. But to me, the most important aspect, as it always is with this, is knowing fully what the fee to Harvest will be in order to integrate, and hopefully that integration means the same as in making live on our website. What I don't want to see is, okay, we can integrate into the back end, but it'll cost you another $5,000 for it to appear on your website. Not interested. If that's how it works.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's absolutely our intent as well, to be super transparent. Would you think it would be beneficial for us, to you and me, to set up a three-side conversation between Harvest, us, and you. And I would say, and I will send them an email that, guys, we talked with William, but to make a final decision, he would like to understand the final cost from point agree to release full on production. Would that be okay?
Yeah, yes, I'm equally happy for you to just put that on email to them and get it, done that way. If it speeds things up, I mean, nothing's going to happen now until Monday, is it? From this,
yeah,
at the earliest. I'm happy for you just to ask them for that. What is that fee that they've quoted you and us? Complete, integration and visibility on website. Full stop.
Yeah, absolutely. Deal.
I'm all for if we can make things shorter and spend less time, or as much as I love chatting with you. I'm probably not. I don't know if this term means anything to you, but I'm probably not flavour of the month at Harvest because I'm always moaning at them that something's broken. But
no, I'm a bit closer to them, so I have this super tight period to discuss some very important things with them.
Well, there we go. It might be better coming from you anyway, and I can't imagine that Angus or Roland will probably want to rush online at some ungodly hour to speak to me. But we do put a lot of business their way, so whatever. But if you can do it by email, that'll be a quicker way of getting the response, and then we can perhaps you could incorporate that into your quote or email to me, and then I can take it to my colleagues and convince them that actually we need to do something.
Yeah, sure. May I clarify several things? If you have like in each of 5 minutes, I know we out of the time too much. First of all, would be AI tagging for you an interesting option, or it?
See, that one is slightly tricky, I think, for us. My understanding of this is that we would still, and correct me if I'm wrong, we would still be able to keep the relationship we have with Cyanite because they do a lot of AI tagging for us, but it's in tandem. It's at the same time as us doing a lot of tagging ourselves because we have a lot of music.
That's actually, sorry for interrupting. That's a very important thing that we can incorporate your manual tags that you're 100% into prompt search. First in prompt search and secondly in AI tagging as well. So this is super crucial 2 points to clarify. But then I think if you already generated metadata, is this metadata, so you have it already, you don't need maybe to support it?
I'll tell you our process is, and this is the clunky aspect of it. We send all of our tracks to Cyanite. They send us back AI metadata. 60 or 70% of it is usable because we've got a lot of music that is not pop or electronic, but is world music or classical music or jazz, which is not so what's the word? It's not very clear, it's not right, or it needs adapting, or it needs the track description writing about it, or it's all checked and thoroughly gone through. So there's a human element to that. So that's the process of our metadata writing, and then once we've got that then gets uploaded to Harvest and then is distributed worldwide.
And do you have? Are you able to make your human touch in that AI tagging or not?
It doesn't then go back into the AI tagging to I suppose for that process to be learning from what we've added, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so you mentioned that maybe like 40% of the not working, as you mentioned, but then if it is not working now, you can add human touch to that and maybe describe how it should look like, how it should work.
We add to that so that if you then search our metadata, it will come up with, for example, if a harpsichord or an organ or something is used, and Cyanite's come up with the wrong instrument, we can change it, upload the right metadata, but there is no kind of joining of the circle that goes back to Cyanite to say, hang on, make sure you get this right next time.
Okay, we can do that. Okay, so the question, the reason I'm asking about AI tagging is that we can run a test for AI tagging in parallel with Harvest Media. So for Harvest Media, we are dependent here for AI search reason, for AI search matter, but for AI tagging, they haven't implemented it yet, but they are currently implementing that. And that's why we can run in parallel the free test. So that's what I'd like to mention. If you would be interested in test of AI tagging, that can be happened.
Absolutely, anything to make the whole process slicker, easier. This is where AI should be helping humankind, not taking away from our creativity. Because we'll always want to check it, we'll always want to add to it or improve it until it learns to be as good, if not better.
Yeah, that's why we stay here with our custom approach to clients. So that's it.
So yes, I would be interested in that part of it.
Yeah. Okay, so my next step, I will set up a 3-side meeting, maybe discuss several things before that with Harvest directly. And important thing for you, when and how much, 2 things. Important for us to organize everything to make it happen as soon as possible.
And I think in all of this, if we can streamline the process that we've currently got, then terrific, because both Cyanide, Harvest, and us know that the whole process is very clunky for us. Mm-hmm. And to do what you've just shown me on your system, and it's not, I don't want to, I'm not bad-mouthing Cyanide here, it's not their fault that this process is like this, but if we want to do something similar to what you've just shown me on your platform, we have to go to a different platform, a web platform, which is similar to what you've just shown me, and with our catalog that has been uploaded separately onto that by us, for us to use. No one else can use it. It's behind passwords. Mm-hmm. It's a complete what we call faff. So anything to streamline and make the whole system simpler, great.
Yeah, I got you. Actually, they replaced their basic evoke search, AI search on Harvest with us. So that's like a young blood into Harvest. Maybe we can push them to come on guys, let's do it faster.
Well, if you can, then there will be no question, I don't think, that about us going with you. If you can achieve that, then great.
Okay, that's our main task. I got you. Thanks a lot, William.
And then I'm also happy. Of course, we've got a monthly fee with Cyanide. I'm happy to then consider, moving from them and putting all of this system with you. Yeah,
that's our intent as well. And some of our current clients did the same thing actually. So, yeah.
Okay.
William, thanks a lot. That was a very pleasant and productive meeting, I would say.
Absolutely. And over to you, and look forward to chatting more.
Yeah. I will make it, maybe not today, to be honest, because we have next meetings in a row. But I will definitely write Harvest and try to push them to make this happen.
Great.
Thanks a lot.
Lovely to meet you. Have a good weekend. Thank you.
Have you. Bye.
Cheers. Bye.
Have you.